Yeah, this is going to be a fascinating match, of course. A race to 7. And you see the 50-minute match clock. So we get this second quarter-final underway. And a great break there from Batten. My word, he's potted 4 reds.
It's just more of the same, Tony. More of the same. This is exactly what he was doing yesterday.
Potting 4 reds?
I mean, just breaking phenomenally well. Look at it. It's a great split. Cue ball safe and...
Well, I've always been saying it for a long, long time, and Greg's from down my neck of the woods and such a good player. You know, his stance, his cue action, I do bang on about it, but it's just all very textbook and all very smooth. And I always feel that he just needs to get over the line at one of these events, and I think he'll win a load of them. I really do. Such a good player is Greg. Looking for the yellows.
Yeah, and so often happens when you pop a large number of one particular ball set. You often go for the others because
more choice.
Yeah, more choice, more traffic there to navigate around.
Well, this effectively could be a 12-ball break and dish.
Yeah.
Don't see many of them in a supermarket. Of course, we're going to be showing all 4 quarterfinals plus the 2 semis later this evening and the final, and the winner will be crowned later tonight. Craig Waddigham, the only man in the quarters at the moment. The winner of this will play Craig later this evening. We've got Josh Kane versus Jack Whelan.
Yep. Yeah, another good one.
That's coming after this.
Yeah, Josh having a good weekend. Greg, pretty much starting where he left off yesterday. Cue ball under control.
Just to let you know what we're rounding off with, our last quarter final will be Declan Brennan and Shane Thompson. Brennan coming back. He's back against the wall against Luke Gilbert from 6-4 down earlier today. Greg Batten looking in fine fettle in this opening frame. Simple black ball, and it will be the opening frame for the man from Devon. Nice stuff, ready to go. It's just when he gets, and plenty of times he's in the quarters, and it's just like, you know, I've actually spoken to him, and he goes, "Yeah, you're right." He said, "I just want to see the finishing line in front of me." It's like some big buttons pressed, and he can't quite go over the line. I think it's one of those, you know, like somebody signed like a £40 million goal scorer to play up front, and every time he kicks the ball, he kicks it over the bar. You know, and then when he's finally scored, Dennis Bergkamp, I think, for Arsenal was like that when he first signed.
Yeah.
Couldn't score an open goal for months, or a couple of months, and then when he did score, he couldn't stop. What a player he was.
When I watched that break, I thought it was dry from Shaun. I didn't see a ball go in, and then I watched the replay, and I still didn't see a ball go in. But there's only 6 yellows on the table, so something went somewhere.
Well, yellow.
Yeah, it was a yellow, but I couldn't. Eyes aren't working properly at the moment because I couldn't see that.
Over in Nick. Shaun Chipperfield wasting a little time.
Yeah, just needs to navigate 2 cushions here. Come back around.
Yes, that's all right. Upstairs now for the red. Pop the one into the centre.
Yeah, just okay. Just slightly a bigger angle, but he can hold on the yellow. Just run down cannon onto the yellow, just like so.
Well, Both these players starting off in a flurry of pots and finishes. Just what you want to see in a quarter-final of a major professional event. And in it goes. And Shaun Chipperfield replies in kind to Greg Batten.
Just misses cue and lines up where he wants to hit. He wants to do this before. It's something new, but it's working for him. Or it's been working for him. Don't want to jinx him.
He got one off the break this time, so I'll be disappointed. You get another 4.
Didn't quite time it as well as the one previous. You can see the cue ball squirt across that side cushion. Didn't quite get the power through the pack. And you've got a yellow tied up with the 8 ball on the right hand side, so not as straightforward as the first couple of frames have been. But, he needs to think about what he's going to do. I think he's got a choice of openers, but really is how he sees the best way to develop the 8. And yellows it's going to be. He's going to look at running through and just leaving an angle now to come down and cannon into the 8. The only trouble is with this shot, he's not guaranteed to be on anything at the top of the table, so he may need to land on the ball that he's developing. Yeah, that's not come out. And he's got a ball to the top of the table, but he went cushion first and into the 8. He really needed a direct cannon into the 8 ball to try and... He was trying to flick the 8 ball away, cushion first and get the 8 ball out and leave himself on the yellow. He's got a choice now. He can just tickle in behind it.
I go for
or
the
he's
double.
going to play the double.
Gone for it and got it.
Got it as well.
What a shot from Greg Batten.
That's a superb double. Great to see him go attacking there.
Well, the safety wasn't really there. If you tried to tickle him behind it, you're going to leave Shaun Chipperfield on the red in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. That to hold up. That's okay.
Perfect.
In fact, it's perfect.
Super stuff from Greg Batten. Well, this is Greg playing out of his skin.
In the round of 64, they went to a very, very tight game. It was a really good game between them. Went to a 6-red shootout. Greg came through. Then he beat Phil Harrison 7 frames to 4.
Oh, my word.
And he beat Callum Singleton 7-6.
Time run.
Shaun Chipperfield just steers the cue ball straight in off.
A little bit of consideration for either set. You think it's going to be reds. Does the red pass the yellow to go to bottom right? Does it sneak past it like cushion first? Looking at the overhead, it's tight, but I think it goes
clean.
Yeah, I think it goes. You're right. So all the reds are there, but they're dispersed, aren't they? They're all kind of all 4 corners of the table almost. So he just needs to get the cue ball right here. Yeah, this definitely goes.
I think I'll be going up into the top right-hand corner next.
Screw back into the yellow.
Don't really need to. If you just run that in, the cue ball should slide off the other red and just sit there behind it. Not convinced with that shot.
Yeah, he's finishing a bit of no man's land here.
Yeah, just dropping in would have been a better option there for Greg. Now going to have to pull out a decent shot now. He's got, what's the thing, cut into the middle, it's a double. So overcut it. And that was there because it's just if he'd just rolled it in over the bag there, take the 2 reds away, you're always going to leave yourself. The other 2 reds were fine. The one goes down the rail into the top corner, the black's available in the bottom corner. They just, I'm not going to say greedy, I think just a bit too much on that shot there.
Extension.
I think he thought it didn't matter what he did, he was going to land on one, unless he actually deliberately tried to get that one away from the rail a bit more, but there was no need.
Shaun with a couple of problems here. The yellow on the left side cushion may deal with a couple of those problems now. He may be forced to. I was going to say that yellow on the left side cushion may double. He's got at the top half of the pocket.
I think he plays lots of turn here. Plays the yellow, screws the cue ball into the red, puts the cue ball pretty much where his tip is. If he can do that, he's not really leaving Greg an awful lot. There we go.
And pushes the red safe as well.
Brucey bonus on top of it. That red still goes past it into the middle of the yellow.
Clever shot there, because he's taken away any kind of double for Greg. There's a treble there, but he'd have to really punch it to straighten that up.
Yeah,
this red would double previously, so moving that red out of the way.
The treble you played a bit left hand side, and you can straighten the ball. It's close, but it's gone bad as well now. So Chippy now in control of this frame. He will now surely get that yellow off the rail over on the left hand side. Probably cut it up there if you can get past the red, which I'm sure he can. Cut it up the rail, bring the cue ball to the right hand side of the table. There you go for the snooker. Not sure about that. Greg can now send this red ball down in towards the corner bag where the black and the yellow are. Can cause a problem down there. I think if Shaun just cut that across, brought the cue ball the other side, that was not an option. That's giving Greg a bit of hope in his frame.
Yeah, just a bit, I think, though, because although Shaun's got that yellow tied up, it's easy to develop, isn't it?
But he's got more chance of winning the frame now than he had a shot ago.
Yeah, he would have loved that red to sit in the path of the 8 ball for sure. I mean, anywhere close to that right-hand side cushion, then it's even got a chance of tying up the yellow when Shaun eventually tries to develop it.
Wow. Lovely shot there from Chippy. Playing it with bags aside to come back, check it down the table and move it straight away first go. Lovely execution of a shot with side there. Just have a little look. He wants to be able to screw that cue ball back out of there, and he can get to it. But
doesn't want to move the red, does he? Because it might tie up the 8 ball. Ooh. Wow.
I had to try and borrow a bit of that jaw. When you play it with a little bit of screw like that, it does shunt it into the knuckle and stops it going in.
Just trying to be super careful there not to move that red.
Right, so Greg Batten, can he cut the red between the 2 yellows into the middle?
He's looking at it.
Well, if he can get through, it's your shot.
It's close. He's got it.
Brilliant. I think Greg might just drop this in, try and hold the keyboard to play the red up there. No, he's not. He's looking at playing this firm and kicking the keyboard into the black ball, and the black ball then in turn kicking into the red. It's always a bit lap of the gods, them sort of shots. I thought he might just drop it in and just take his medicine, played a long red into the top right-hand corner. He's going off the 2 cushions. She's trying to pot this in the centre.
Don't think the line's there for that, is it?
Unlucky.
We spoke about Greg's route through to this point. Shaun Chipperfield, he played Andrew Patchett. That was live on stream, 7 frames to 5 in the last 64. Then beat Josh Jahaz in the last 32, and then beat Sean Story 7-5 to get to this point.
Well, it's black now for Shaun Chipperfield to level the match. In it goes. It's 2-2.
Pro Series 3 from last year, Pro Series Event 1 from this year, and then the Players' Championship in 2023. Greg beat him 6-4. Oh, that cue ball was
going in.
Tracking. Greg puts his hand up to apologise because he knows it wasn't his best break. That. And games can pivot on moments like that. If he gets, if he goes in off, that cue ball doesn't get kicked away. Shaun at the table with breaking in the next could easily be a 2-frame advantage, but Greg at the table. Reds are his choice. It's another very, very open table. He just overhit that shot by half a roll. So he's just rerouting down the table. I think his plan was to take the one to right middle. Just had the wrong angle. Even now it's not the perfect angle. He'd love to be a little bit straighter because then he could hold for either of these 2 reds up or down the table. So plays a little cannon.
That's fine.
Still just out of position though, isn't he? He's okay, but it's...
Whatever happens, he's got to play this red into the bottom left-hand corner. He has to bring the cue ball off that side rail and up for the red in the top left as well. So everything's on the ball into the bottom left.
Yeah.
Pot this through back a couple of inches. So effectively, again, this looks like a black ball. I know it looks red, but if he pots this, gets the cue ball out anywhere sort of just past the yellow that it's nearest to, and that'll be absolutely fine for Greg. That's perfect, absolutely perfect. So Greg now pot this, just bring the cue ball across the table a bit, black in the bottom left-hand corner. Super stuff again from Batten, and a very, very high quality match this is. Here goes the black, and Batten back in front. He leads Shaun Chipperfield 3 frames to 2. Frame number 6. Whoa.
Same result.
Well, they both escaped one.
Extension.
Extension call.
So Chippy opting for the yellows. That yellow will pass into the top right-hand corner, the one that's next to the black ball. So pretty much these are all open. You want to get to that yellow very, very quickly. Probably get it after this ball. No. Surprised. I thought you might screw back and get rid of it there and then.
No man's land, that one. That's just over hit that by maybe 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches. Still got a shot, but needs to play a great one here to get back in shape.
And that's just what he does.
Yeah.
Shaun Chipperfield relying on his huge potting ability to get him out of jail. That's just slightly falling out of position. But he's going to need it again.
Yeah, just off angle here, isn't he? So he's gone.
And this is why that yellow had to be removed early doors. I know
Yeah.
I'm going to, you know, it's easy for me to say now after the fact, but I did say early doors. I'm surprised he didn't take it and get rid of it. It was always going to be the only ball that was going to cause him a problem.
There's a lot could happen on this shot. Oh, and it does. Wow.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Look at this. He picks the cannon off the 8. Somehow.
That would have been an absolute incredible. I mean, it was an incredible shot to get the yellow in. But imagine if he'd got on the black as well. But the cue ball went in. And now Greg Batten. That's exactly, I feel is the right shot. Get rid of this one that's close to the rail first. Just make sure this pot. It's only going to come up towards the middle bag, and you got to tap it up in the top left-hand corner. And now this is where you're working out. You can actually get to the red that's nearest the top right as well as we look. That would probably be the recommended shot. As we play the plant now, it's pretty straightforward. Just run the cue ball through a couple of inches. Greg Batten, chance to open up a 2-frame lead. Black for 4-2 for the man from Devon. And in it goes, and Greg Batten goes back to his chair now. The man in control of this quarter-final. Cue ball stays on the edge of the pocket, but it's dry.
Yeah, dry.
Look at the yellows here. These are great.
Didn't feel like he got the same kind of timing that he's been getting with that. I mean, it was a good split, but just the power just didn't seem to drive through the pack. He'll be annoyed as well, because what a chance that was to cement in that lead.
Well, this is 4-3. There's no way Chip is missing these. And
Yeah.
again, he'll be a little bit fired up, I think, inside because of Not dishing up the last frame. Just the simple stuff left to do now for Chipperfield in the 7th frame. As he quickly removes those yellows and this black. 4-3.
Still over half the time left as well. 7 frames played.
Chipperfield's made a red. Straight into the bottom corner.
Yeah. One problem ball. Yellow and the red tied up together. Just to the left of the 8 ball. And dealt with as simply as that.
And it only seems like it was a couple of minutes ago that Craig Batten went 4-2 up. It's going to be 4-4 very shortly indeed.
Yeah, you're right. It was, you know, 2.5 minutes ago, he was 4-2 ahead, and all he's done wrong is dry break.
Yep.
And it's going to be back on level terms. It looks like. I mean, Shaun's not happy with that positional shot. He's just come too far, but he's absolutely fine here. Made sure he found the gap as well, so he hasn't got hampered queuing.
Not only that, the yellow's just straight into the corner.
It's perfect.
So Shaun Chipperfield very quickly raises that 2-frame cushion that Greg Batten had. It's now 4 apiece in this race to 7.
Same again from Greg.
Oh no. Disaster now from the break. It's all deserting him.
Cue ball just seems to just bounce off the front. There's no power through the pack whatsoever. No timing there. 2 dry breaks in a row. Just when he didn't need it. Momentum swinging heavily back towards Shaun Chipperfield now. It's 4-2 behind. Has a great chance here to take the lead. That yellow bounced off the cushion. You could see him just looking at where it landed. If he was a little straighter on this, he could just screw down to the cushion, like almost in below the yellow. I wonder if that ball's going to cause him a problem. I mean, he can come high. He can get to the potting angle from above. I think he'd prefer to take it from below, though. He's just finished with the wrong angle off of this ball.
I don't know what he's doing up there.
Where are you going, Shaun? What was that about?
I'd have just took the 2 reds to the right, left myself on the bottom rail to take that red into the corner, just screw the cue ball up and...
I'm with you. He's on this. He's on this red to bottom left. I think he can get past the yellow to. Yeah.
He likes to keep us on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, he's on it. about this shot.
Just got to be very careful when you play this through shot, is that you don't want to catch that draw as you come back out. He's played that pretty good. Oh, didn't want that. Oh, wow.
No, what a flick. Wow.
Well, he played the straight through back, which is what he wanted. I never thought he was even going to make it that far. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
he's been a bit unlucky there.
Barely gave it any power, but
no,
it got so much reaction. He timed it so well. Timed it too well. Just that little flick on the yellow.
He's going for the swerve. Good effort. I should clip it so it's a legal shot.
I mean, Greg will be over the moon. He's got this chance. He does have those 2 yellows on the left side cushion. Would like to deal with the one closest to us ASAP to open up the line for the other one. In fact, no, that's not what he was after. He was looking to go cushion first and try and flick that one out and leave himself on the lower one of the 2. He's still got options here to be able to develop it. From this angle, the harder you hit these, the wider they swing. So
I think you've got to play with top and right hand side, put the ball at the bottom and kick into the 2 of them. If you can flick the one that's further up first, that'll be the best outcome. Got into the bottom one, which is...
Might see him play a snooker here, I think, Tony.
Just looking to see if you can get that yellow into the top corner. I'll be inclined to agree with you in player safety, but...
I mean, I think it's a percentage play, personally.
Well, he could, effectively, if he can get through, he could have a go. Screw the cue ball back a little bit and put that yellow in the way of the red there, and then if he pots it, he takes that next, but... He's erring on the side of caution, which I think is the right thing to do in this situation. Oh, didn't want those 2 close together.
No, because you know, if they're in the open, it puts some pressure on Chippy. Chippy knew he could hit that and just leave the cue ball at the top of the table, and Greg's got nothing easy to go at. Chippy couldn't have played that shot if these 2 balls were in the open. He'd have had to have a bit of a hoik at it and try and make it. It's going to move. It's going to have he was trying to have a free go at the pot there and snooker in behind the 8 ball, but he caught it way too thin, and as a result, the cue ball's travelled a lot further than he wanted.
Yeah, now it's long red for Shaun Chipperfield.
And he's so good at those pots.
He is. He doesn't miss any of the long stuff.
Well, Greg had a chance in that frame, a chance that he wouldn't have expected when Chippy was at the table the first time. He doesn't take it. It was an awkward chance, admittedly, but you've got to take those.
This ball's moving everywhere.
I mean, he timed that so well.
Yeah, he didn't. It looked effortless, but he got the balls moving really well around the table.
It's probably 60-70% of his full power. Just timed the front of the pack and got all the power through the pack, which is what Greg was struggling to do earlier. That's a nice opening shot.
Yellow ball.
instantly develops one of the bad yellows.
He needs to take this yellow now up the rail. Nice and soft roll. Only problems the way that red is parked in between the two yellows.
This looks good. Great pace.
Yeah, you can get to this one in the middle now. He's okay.
Yeah, he judged the cannon on the red well.
He just pots this one down to the bottom left and just rolls the cue ball down for the ball at the bottom of the table. Always in mind he needs to pot that last yellow into the middle, leave a bit of an angle to push the cue ball up past the blue spot so he can get the black in the centre. Needs to be quite precise.
Yeah, just off straight.
Perfect.
Below is ideal.
Perfect. That's where you put it with your hand if you want to play it. So Greg fires back again at Shaun Chipperfield, and we are now back to 5 each. It's an intriguing affair. Needs a ball desperately. Can't have 3 in a row, can he? Surely.
Better timing. Oh, there was 2 reds
in that middle.
Yeah, trying to go into the middle, and they kept each other out.
You can't believe his luck.
No, that was a much better break.
Ugh.
It's not all bad news. I mean, it's not an absolute set of Marys here for Shaun.
Marys.
Yeah.
Mary Ploppins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old one, that one, isn't it? Even I remember that. So, next shot will be red, just playing it off the yellow now into that corner, which will shunt the yellow out of the way, those 2 reds that are obviously a plant into the corner. So, the black ball does go into that left-hand centre pocket. Does it go into the bottom left corner? Not sure about that. I'm already looking at the black because I do believe that Shaun Chipperfield will remove all these reds for sure. Plenty of time on the match clock. Still 13 and a half minutes roughly left, so only 2 and a bit frames if we go the distance to play, and that's ample time.
Yeah, a couple of shots ago, Shaun was showing you where he wanted to be, not on his next ball, but on his last ball to get onto the 8. He was showing the angle that he needed and trying to work out the pattern he needs to take to get that angle. And again, same question. Where do I want to be?
That's where he wants to be there, just on that bolt line with that cut. Can he just kill the cue ball? It's going to be a very soft dribble into the middle.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit thin, isn't it?
What's the cue ball on that towards the bottom end of that right-hand cushion? That's perfect. What a shot.
Beautiful.
Great shot there from Chipperfield, and this is a good dish.
That was a lovely touch.
In it goes, and Chipperfield now leads 6 frames to 5 against Batten. He's on the hill. The man that won event 8. Lovely control there, in great position onto the black ball. But it just seems to have deserted him at the wrong time, and Chippy makes 2 reds for a start. First of all, we thought this was going to be great for Shaun Chipperfield, but the balls have conspired to lay a lot of obstacles for him, trying to get over the line.
Yeah, just like a couple of seconds before they came to rest, I thought this is going to be really simple, but as you say, the red and yellow top of the table coming together, and then the 8 ball as well, just below the yellow. So work to do, which Greg will be very pleased about. But Chippy has played these situations really well. And again, look at that. Pinpoint. Worried here because he's can't avoid a cannon on the 8, and he doesn't want to push it too far. He doesn't want to push it towards the red. That's not ideal. The 8 ball doesn't now go to either of the bottom corner pockets. So that means he's going to have to get below it. Hope for Greg, maybe. It's not brilliant.
No, but it's not dropping, so there's always hope. Just never know.
Oh, he's missed. He's not hit it hard enough.
Wow.
Wowee. Almost just overcut it, didn't he? It was just a little bit thin, which took the pace off the ball.
We are into the final 10 minutes of the match now, so we're down at 15 seconds a shot. Greg wants to power in this red and push the yellow ball that he's close to towards the red that's been blocked in up top right hand corner.
Needs a bit of luck here. That's a super shot.
What a shot that is!
There was no luck in that shot
there
whatsoever.
wasn't. That was brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic. So well controlled.
Ideal world now. He gets on the red that's going down the cushion. Wisely calls us extension.
Bit of pressure on this one.
Huge.
Tight pockets on these Rasson tables.
It's in. That's a great shot. Lovely, lovely shot from Batten. And this has been a really, really good match. Well, we're going to go hill.
It deserves a decider, this one.
It does. To be fair, they both played brilliantly. And in goes the black, and Batten brings it back to 6-6. We are going to have a 1 frame decider with 8 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock for a place in tonight's semi-final. Batten breaks. Batten gets a ball. He's not going to go in off. He's going to have first opportunity. What's he got to be left with? Yellows look absolutely fantastic. They're all there. There is a clear path to every single yellow. Maybe the 2 at the top of the left-hand side of the table, they're going to create the biggest problem for Greg. But it's Pac-Man with the first sight of the finish line.
Yellow balls
Now this is where he's had his mental block of late, getting through quarters and into semis.
Yeah, he's not going to have a better chance to.
Is this the new Greg Batten? He's took 2 months. He's sorted his breakout for the first part of this match, let's say. But he's a new positive self. He's come with belief that he can fulfill his dream and win one of these tournaments. We know he has the talent, he has the ability, he has the mindset to knock in balls under pressure, but getting past that barrier of the latter stages.
I've not seen him play better than this for, well, a very, very long time. And he has over the last few matches.
Tough shot here. He's got it.
The game just doesn't really deserve a loser, does it?
No, there've been, credit to Shaun Chipperfield, and the match isn't won yet, but Shaun has played some great stuff out there. It's been a very, very good match indeed. Well, Greg Batten is going to have this black for a place in the semi-finals.
No pressure, Greg.
What's going through his head?
No pressure.
This is it. Shaun Chipperfield stands up ready for the handshake behind him. And he's done it. Greg Batten is into the semi-final. He beat Shaun Chipperfield in a fantastic match, 7-6, and just look at him. He's over the moon.
He deserves that turn. He deserves that fist pump.
He's been absolutely brilliant.